Who are you and who are you related to?
I'm Marilyn Wilson, and
Yeah.
I'm the mother of Alexis Wilson, Kenny, who is thankfully receiving one of your dogs, Halo.
Halo.
Little Halo.
So, what's your role? What do you do? Are you the previous service dog?
No, besides doing, yes, I'm the previous service dog.
Dog.
Yes, I am the previous service dog.
Okay.
I am her support system.
So, I think this is your second time here?
Yes,
The first time you guys came to meet the dog.
yes, and to train for
To
7
train.
days.
So what kind of advantage do you think you see where, because it's uncommon to be able to go and stay at a trainer's place and live there and receive a dog and work with your dog. How do you think that benefits the handover process?
I think it'll make a huge difference because you're seeing the dog in the trainer's home, how, and with other dogs there, how they react. She has the dog with her 24/7. She's able to have the dog sleep with her at night. We're not going back to a hotel room, coming back and trying to get that bond going. When we came out, Halo was with her 24/7 and they bonded very quickly. He was alerting to her the first day of training.
Yeah.
How can you beat that?
Yeah.
You can't.
So have you noticed any kind of a change in her already working with the dog?
I instantly noticed a difference with her from the get-go back in June, the first time we came out. Watching her do training, knowing nothing, and working with Halo, her confidence and her ability to push herself was off the scales compared to before. She pushes herself, but not in the same way she does with Halo.
Yeah.
She just is more eager and more willing to work hard with her dog.
I'm not sure, but did you have any other dog before? Or did you apply for another program?
No,
Oh.
this is the only program I've gone with for service dog. I had talked with her for about 2 years about
Oh, geez.
getting a service dog.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready at first, and she knew she wasn't ready.
And I believe we tried to talk you out of it in the beginning.
Yes, you did.
We always do.
Very much. We had quite a discussion on the phone about that. But she was working other therapies. She was in a very good PTSD therapy program for almost a year, and she worked very hard at that. And then she was did a second anxiety-based specific therapy, and now she's ready for a dog.
Yeah, they seem to have bonded pretty well, from what I've seen. But I think one of the things that people underestimate is how tiring it is when you take somebody with PTSD and anxiety and train with them. Not just run to the store and back, but to go and stay places.
She was absolutely shattered. After 2-3 days, she just needed 2 or 3 days to recover. At home, she does not go out and people.
Yeah.
She does not go out and be around people. We may go to a restaurant once every 2 months. I can get her out there, but she usually has to leave before I pay the bill. She goes into the car and waits.
Once every 2 months.
Maybe, if we're
So
lucky.
Where have you gone with her since here now?
Oh my gosh, we've been everywhere. She has gone everywhere and done everything and pushed herself and pushed herself. She was to the point of passing out that first day when we did 5-6 kilometers.
Oh, when we went for our walk?
Yes. And I, as a mom, I'm going, look, just stop and we'll get the car and we'll come back. Enabler. And she's like, nope, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And she just pushed and pushed and she did it.
That's a lot of stress when somebody comes here, they're out of their element, they're staying at a strange house, although it's nice and peaceful out in the country. But it's very tough and very tiring.
It is. She's exhausted because there's all this interaction with people she's only met once or not met, And the dogs, there's always dog stuff going on around with 10 dogs in the house. And she's trying to get that bond back with Halo. And then she's trying to work and just absorbing all of the knowledge and the teaching. And it's been absolutely overwhelming. And yet, my child is joyful. She is so happy. I just can't describe how, as a mother, that makes you feel. It makes me feel. It's just extraordinary to watch the change in her.
Yeah. So I got to ask you, we got this really pretty unique person in our program, and she does a lot of videos. I heard she made one for your daughter. How did that go?
Well, I watched the rough copy and I cried. Then I watched the better quality and I cried again. Just watching her from a distance and seeing what she's doing and how she looks. It was overwhelming for me to see her working with her dog and being able to direct her dog and the dog looking to her for direction. And you can see they're working together.
Yeah.
They're working together and they're figuring it out together. And when he alerts to her, it's wonderful because I see she's in pain. He starts stopping her from walking. He wants her to stop. He knows she's in pain.
So you've seen a progression in the dog from when you were here. Then I remember saying, I don't really give it a few months. Let me train this dog because he's maturing and all that. And sometimes people they always want the fastest, quickest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the training that goes into the dog and the delay that it takes for them to get the dog, I don't think people understand that.
No, it's just so much training that has to go on for them to understand what you want from them. You can't rush it. They have to understand what you're asking of them. And then they've got to bond with another person and put it together that's not my guy. He was training me, but this is my person now, and I have to work with this person.
Yeah.
And alert to this person's needs.
So you've seen that where the dog is like always looking for the trainer.
Yes.
Especially at my house.
At your house, yes.
The parade of dogs.
It's the George factor and the Janet factor. It's the one that's had him for the first year and a half of his life. He's side-eyeing you, looking at you, but he is listening to Alexis, which is nice because it's kind of shifting back over again.
So let's say I'm a parent or even I'm somebody that's thinking about getting a dog, a service dog in particular. What kind of advice would you give them, or what kind of piece of information would you let them know?
Getting a dog does not mean that you're getting a cure. Number one, you have a lot of work to do. Talk to your doctor. Talk to a psychiatrist. See what they think. Will it be advantageous to you to have a service dog? Do you really need a service dog?
Yeah.
This is not cheap to be done. This takes money and it takes time.
Yeah.
And that's just up front.
Yeah.
That's just the beginning of the journey. Then you have your day-to-day expenses with the vets and the food and going places, doing things, because you have to keep training your dog. Yeah. It is a continual journey. This is just the very beginning of everything.
That's
but do your research. Talk to the professionals, your doctors, your psychiatrists, your therapists. If everybody's on the same page that yes, you need a dog, make sure your child's involved in this decision. That do they want a dog, or is it me wanting a dog thinking it'll cure my child?
So besides Halo, who would be your favorite dog at the house?
My dog Ragnar.
No, at our house.
Oh, at your house?
Yes.
Oh, my house. Jessie.
Jessie. Force.
Sorry, Force.
Force. She called you a poodle too.
Yeah. Your mother
Why
was
Jessie?
a beagle.
Just her face?
Just her face and her demeanor, and she's just so sweet and fluffy and funny, and I just love her. She's adorable.
She is, yeah. That's one of the arsenal people, these dogs. You want.
It's, I looked at a lot of organizations. I was on the internet in the States and across Canada, And when I found this organization, everything I read I liked. And after speaking to you, I don't know what it was in that conversation, the tone, what we talked about. I just knew this was the right fit for us. And having come out here and spoken with you and emailed you back and forth over a year and a half, it is like family. It is once you are in the program and you're working with you, and you meet the other people, the other trainers, it is a family feeling, because now we have a huge support system of people that understand Alexis. They get her on a level that nobody else does, because they're dealing with the same issues from maybe a different point of view or for different reasons, but it's the same outcome, and people get her. And that means a lot, because you can take direction, you can sit and talk to somebody about something and know they understand.
And you'll be working with Diane in Ottawa.
Yes,
She's
yes, I'm
hilarious.
excited about that. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, she'll be
Thank
good.
heavens no more George, I can't take it.
I have heard that quite a bit. We're good? We're good. There you go.
All right.